That's why in the Northern Buddhism, not just Tibetan Buddhism, it's very, very bad. It's very, very bad to put women down, to talk negative about women, because religion has, through the ages, been controlled by men. And men use suppression of women for more power. Because no Buddha suppressed women. How can you suppress women? In many lifetimes you were women. And in many lifetimes you will be women. So, in Tibetan Buddhism, in particular, in Tantra, in Tantrayana, it's a very big no-no. It's not a big no-no as if you broke the rule, it's a big no-no for your attainments to put women down. When you put women down, you don't gain attainments. You do not. Impossible, because you put down half of who you are. Half of your energies. So you can't put women down. So in Tibetan Buddhism, you don't look at people as male or female, you look at them as beings. You go higher. So when you see Vajrayogini, you don't think, oh, she's a female. If you keep looking at her, she's a female, you're actually wrong. She's not a female, she's a Buddha. Manifesting in that form. She's a Buddha in the end. You're praying to her Buddha nature. Has nothing to do with female or male. So you have to go beyond that. And in fact, they manifest as females to specifically break your conception of male and female. And your stuck gender crises. In fact. And people who have gender problems, in fact, if they practice Vajrayogini sincerely and well, they can, or any Tantra, they can break across their gender hang-ups. I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. That's so lame if you're practicing Dharma. Why? I'm a man trapped in a man's body. What's the difference? You're trapped. The secret is you're trapped. It's not that you're a woman in a man's body, you're a man in a woman's body, or you're in a body, you're trapped. The end. The secret here is trapped. So when you practice Tantra well, you cut across conceptions and labels. So you don't hang up about, oh, I'm a woman, I must have my hair, I must be this and that. It's nothing, it's crap. So people look at you who know Tantra, who understand Dharma, or they have some sort of attainments, they just laugh at you. Why? Because you're talking ignorantly to a bunch of ignorant people and you blind leading the blind. There is no hang up for male or female. None. When you die, you're not male or female, you're just a mind. So when you take on a male or female form, you are male or female because of culture and how they make you act and how they make you say you're supposed to do this and this and this and this because you're male or you're female. It's very simple. It's all cultural identity. But in the real sense of existence, mind is a mind. So people don't have hang-ups about that. Why? You see it as a label, you cut it out. So if you're a woman trapped in a man's body, you don't have any hang-up about it. You don't act like a woman, you just act like yourself because you're practicing Tantra. Hello? And if you're not happy with your man's body, you're also not practicing Tantra. If you're a woman trapped in a man's body, and you're not happy with your body, and you want to do funny things to it, mutilate it or whatever, you want to cut it off or you want to wear dresses or whatever, it's actually not good also. You know why? Because you're putting down the other half of your male. If you can't put down women, how can you put down men? You can't put down men either. You can't put down anybody. That's what Tantra is about. So if you are a man or you're in a male form, you keep putting it down and you try to become a female, it's damaging to your Tantra practice. Damaging to your chakras. Similarity the other day. Why? Because why is it damaging? A body is just a vehicle. You see, you're not using it right. You're using it to make even more negative karma. You're making it to make more negative karma because you're having. Why are you making more negative karma? By wearing a dress, you don't make negative karma. By wearing a dress, you affirm your labeling. You affirm your conception and your labeling, and that harms you. Because the more you affirm it, it will manifest in many other ways. That you can't do this, you can't this, you can't this, you can't this. That's why it's damaging. So you don't look at the outer pretext, you look at it more deeply. Does everybody understand that? Incredible, isn't it? That's why you don't have a hang-up. Buddhists don't have a hang-up. You want you're straight, you're fat, you're gay, you're a woman, you're a man. They don't care. Do you know why? True Buddhists don't care because they don't have a hang-up about labels. Because everything is a label. I am no good, that's a label. I'm a drag queen, you're a label. I'm a lesbian, that's a label. I'm a man trapped in a woman's body. It's all a label. And if you keep affirming that label, and you keep chasing after it and recognizing it and making other people recognize it, when you die, who cares? Who cares? How do you even remember what you were in your previous lives? So the name of the game in this life is not to affirm more labels and difficulties and more of that crap, and then you live out of that label. You're not a woman. No matter what you do, you ain't a woman. No matter what you do, you ain't a man. If you're a woman trapped in a man's body, you ain't a man. If you're a woman trapped in a man's body, you're not a man. You're not a woman. So why do you keep affirming what you're not? When you keep affirming what you're not, and you keep going into it, you delineate or you go away from your actual practice, which is to cut all labels. You don't want to be a man or a woman. You want to be a Buddha. So that's how Buddhist philosophy deals with that. It cuts it straight across. And if a lot of people out there can hear that, understand that, and practice that, have the merits and understand, a lot of their sufferings will stop. Bangkok's business would, that's it, nobody would be flying there for operations. I'm not putting it down. I'm not even putting down the operation or the sexual procedure or the identity. I'm not putting that down at all. What I'm putting down is people use that as another way of enforcing another label. I am this. And then, you know what's the problem with labeling? Is that when you label something, you start believing it and you act out of it when it's not true. I can't do that. So you can put a label. Because I've never done that before. I'm not good at that. So when you put that label in, you yourself are reinforcing something that doesn't exist. I'm lazy. Well, that's the way I am. So I don't get things done on time. That's the way I am. That's me. And that's not you. You're not a label. You're more than that. So when you label yourself incorrectly that that's what you are and you can't, then all this insecurity set in. And the insecurities and fears come from labels that do not exist. Support and crutches. And those support and crutches are impermanent and can be removed by antidotes from Dharma. And if you apply the antidotes, you remove the foundation. And therefore the symptoms will be gone. And we all live by that. I have to have a girlfriend. I have to be tall. I have to be thin to be happy. I have to be this. These are all labels. And the labels come from what? Ignorance.
How do you counter it if someone else is putting a label on you and trying to change you that way?
Why do you want to change them? What difference does it make whatever labels they put on you? Why do you waste your time thinking every label put on you? That itself is you labeling yourself and wanting another label to give into them. That's attachment. You're not wrong, but why do you want to waste your time with it? On a normal sense, you accomplish, and then you shut up. You just accomplish. If you don't accomplish and you keep fighting them, the labels get bigger because you waste your time fighting them and not accomplishing. They say, see, you can't do that, I told you. You don't need to fight them. You will never, ever win. Because there's too many of them. There's only one of you. The best and most successful people in the world are people who still say ugly and nasty things about them. Who are we? What do we accomplish? All we do is sit at home, pick our nose, and eat and play with ourselves all day. And so we want to have a good reputation, and we want people to love us and think we're special. No, it doesn't come like that. No point in fighting them. When you fight them, you destroy your practice. Why do you destroy your practice? Because you're not attacking the cause of your suffering from the root. You're just cutting off the branches.